Hey folks, it's Matt here with a new Boyographic episode, the series in which I look at the best the Game Boy has to offer, and sometimes the games that you should avoid like the plague. Fortunately, this week's title is one of the former. It's Yoshi's Cookie. Cookies and dinosaurs. What more could a kid in the 90s want? Possibly a Super Nintendo, and a reason why Mario and his faithful steed have taken up baking confectionaries. A conversation that, much like the where do babies come from, no parent wants to answer. But regardless of their motivation, Yoshi's Cookie is a tasty treat of a puzzle game that, for the most part, is, at least in my opinion, massively overlooked by most Game Boy enthusiasts. The gameplay is pretty straightforward. Cookies fall from the top and right of the screen into a stack of cookies. The main objective is to clear these rows by lining them up in vertical columns or horizontal rows. Unlike a game like Bejeweled or Columns, the number of cookies you need to have in a row isn't a set amount, but needs to be either the height or width of the grid of cookies you currently have. Because of the Game Boy's lack of colour at this point, the cookies you need to match are defined clearly by different cookie designs. There are 5 main types of these cookie designs: hearts, flowers, diamonds, checks, circles, and then a 6th special Yoshi cookie that acts as a wild card, allowing you to complete rows quicker. The bars you can see on the right under Mario and Yoshi are actually a graph representing the number of cookies eliminated so far this round. Once you reach 15, one of these wild card Yoshi cookies will appear to help you out. However, get a row of 7 cookies and it's game over. The game's initial menu screen is very reminiscent of Tetris in that it allows you to select the speed, round, and repetitive music you're going to listen to through this baking session. While the game's 3 tunes aren't that bad, I prefer Tune A as it's all I've ever used when playing this game as a kid. The game's level select feature also comes in very handy as a means to pick up and play the game at a later time. The game consists of 100 boards, and that is broken down into 10 stages for each of the game's 10 rounds. All of these naturally increase in difficulty, and I do not recommend playing round 10 without either a lot of caffeine to keep you on edge, or before getting there yourself. As while the game's themed around sugary delights, the later boards certainly aren't a cakewalk. They require quick reflexes, some serious concentration, and above all else, chess master-like planning. And even then, I would prepare myself to see the game over screen of Yoshi and Mario being burned alive quite a few times. The game's development does have an interesting backstory. As those of you with keen eyes will have seen, the game's introduction showed that this game is a joint venture between Bulletproof Software, the developer responsible for bringing Tetris to the West, and Nintendo. This is because the game was originally designed by David Nolte for the Super Nintendo as a game called Hermetica, which Nintendo obtained the 8-bit licensing rights to. So while Bulletproof retained the rights to the SNES version, Nintendo licensed the Mario characters, allowing Bulletproof to use Yoshi Cookie branding. This version, however, was created by Nintendo's legendary R&D 1 team, meaning that it was produced by none other than the Game Boy's creator, Gunpei Yokoi. Personally, Yoshi's Cookie is one of my favourite Game Boy games, and I think it easily racks up amongst the best puzzle games on the system. It's simple, easy to pick up, and really is a lot of fun to play. It doesn't really pressure you until the later stages, where if you'd played through the boards preceding them, it won't give you too much of a problem either. There are also nice little touches in the games, like little cutscenes between the game stages that are nothing short of delightful. As a Nintendo title, it's readily available, so it will by no means break the bank either. And even if the price were to skyrocket, I implore you as a Game Boy fan to play this game. It's well scored, well designed, and above all else, well suited to short bursts of puzzling on the go. And that's it for this week's Boyographic, guys. I will hopefully have a regular schedule of when these are going to get uploaded very, very soon, and possibly up the video ante to 2 a week. But we shall see. Until then, you can find us on Twitter at Gameboy, where I usually post my finds during the week as I go towards my complete collection. You can also listen to me weekly on my podcast, which I co-host, called Tom and Matt Attack, which you can also find on Twitter at TMAcast. And please check out blastprocess.com, the guys over there who we are a part of doing amazing work. So yeah, until next time, guys, please leave your comments below as to what you think of Yoshi's Cookie. Do you think it's underrated? Do you think it's overrated? And please rate and subscribe and share this with anyone you think would be interested. Until next time, guys, game on.